Yo, we'll be back with another one. Blue is our city, Manchester City fan channel. And before I get going, I want to send a special shout out to somebody. My man Joe Duran sent me a comment on one of my earlier videos. He's a season ticket holder. He just came across the channel and he provided me with a bit of inspiration and motivation, told me to keep up the good work. So I really want to shout you out, Joe, because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, building inspiration and being able to talk about the club we love. So if you guys are new to the channel, please feel free to hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe, and most importantly, get at me in the comments, man. So today, I just wanted to bring you guys a really quick video talking about Adrien Rabiot. So I was just reading the story the other day saying that Rabiot or City's more so interested in Adrien Rabiot coming back to the club. I'm thinking to myself, what a coinky dink. So it is just funny how life can just come back around 360 sometimes. But we're going to get going. We're going to talk about it. So, for really, from what I read, is that City are now reportedly interested in Adrien Rabiot coming back to Manchester City. And notice I'm saying coming back because I'm definitely going to educate you guys on that. But I think that it's a really good role that we need. When I think about Rabiot, I really think about a player that can really fit that pure box to box role. Because if you really look at our squad, other than maybe Ilkay Gundogan, who plays that real box to box position for Manchester City. Yes, you could potentially see, Ferner and you can see Rodri playing together in a double pivot type of situation. But most City fans recognize Ferner as being our CDM and then Rodri taking over that role in recent years. But, I definitely think that this is a position that we are desperately in need of because, like I mentioned, Ilkay Gundogan is somebody who could play that role. Kevin potentially could play it, but I don't think Bernardo Silva is somebody you want to see playing that box to box role. I know he's tried to do it, but I don't think that that's really his game. Or maybe you could look at Tommy Doyle as somebody who could potentially play this role. But on a senior level, I think Rabiot and Pep Guardiola knows this. We need a pure box to box role because, God forbid, if anything happened to Gundogan, we might be in real trouble. So that's somebody I think we need. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that we need a box to box midfielder. But I really want to talk about Adrien Rabiot in the sense. Think about it like this, right? So if you don't know, Adrien Rabiot was actually at Manchester City for about maybe 6 months back in 2008. So what is that? Almost what 13 years now? But it is so funny. What 13 years? And at the time, Adrien Rabiot was exactly 13 years old when Manchester City scouts scouted him at a what I like to call a French super talent factory. So this is the same talent factory that produced players like Thierry Henry, Kylian Mbappe. So we recognized him at a very early age and wanted to bring him to Manchester City. But at the time, it was a very difficult situation. And, I always like to drop nuggets on this channel. So think about this is that at this time, Adrien Rabiot is 13 years old. We scout him, we see his potential. But at the time, Adrien Rabiot's mom was his agent. And she was known as a very, you're going to hear me use this word a few times. Let's just say she's very ambitious, just like any good mother that wants the best for their children. But she basically wanted to come to England at the time and at the time, I think City made certain concessions to bring Adrian in. But right at the time that City was making these concessions to kind of bring Adrian into the team, FIFA decided to get a little bit more strict with their rules as it pertained to under 16 talent. And basically, prior to this, is that there was a little bit more, let's say fluctuation or being able to travel country to country. But UEFA decided to tighten those screws a little bit, essentially. But there were certain concessions or certain, I'm not going to use the word demands. There were certain requests that she made. For instance, one of them could be that she really wanted the best for her boys, simply meaning that she wanted help relocating to Manchester. And I think she wanted her kids, her boys, to go to a certain school, which you can clearly understand. But City could not make these concessions due to this rule change that UEFA had really placed on clubs now. And the situation went totally haywire, and Rabiot was only at the club for about 6 months at the club at Manchester City. I'm gonna give you guys a trick question here too. If you could tell me what was the name of the Manchester City Training Academy at that time? I'll definitely give you a shout out on the next video. You know, I always like to drop little nuggets, but I just thought it would be a very fascinating story to be able to cover here. And would you guys let me know? Would you guys want to see Adrien Rabiot come back to the club? I think it would be a phenomenal signing. And the other interesting point is, looking at the situation, now we have Laporte and we could potentially bring in Rabiot. And I think Rabiot itself will be a great story. It's kind of like I mentioned, the 360 of things coming back around. It's kind of like a great movie, essentially, right? It's like it's a really big opportunity for City to kind of fix something that happened 13 years ago, but then also create this great narrative, if you will. Like, I don't know what you guys' favorite films are out there, but some of your best films always have great screenwriting or great storytelling. And I really think that this would be an absolutely great story, But what's really interesting is that we have Laporte, and if we bring in Rabio, these are two particular players that seem to be very what's the word I want to use? And might be unfair to them because I don't really can't say if this is true, but let's just say that these are some of the talking points. Is that Rabio specifically has seemed to be more of an indifferent personality. Some people would use the word immature. I'm not going to go to that extent because I really don't know, but I would definitely say that he's ambitious and wanting to play. If you guys can remember back in 2018, think he was left out of the French national squad due to playing time concerns from like an ambitious player who wanted to play, but France had all of that talent, so they couldn't make certain concessions. And I don't think we've seen Adrian Rabiot in the French squad during this moment. Laporte's interesting on the other end too because Laporte was kind of faced with some of the same challenges. If you guys can remember, France has always had like let's say a Raphael Varane or this was Umtiti at the time. Is that Laporte just couldn't make that team, and these guys being so ambitious and wanting full playing time, and the French national squad just couldn't really, or Didier Deschamps couldn't really commit to that at the time. So I think it's very interesting to have these two players in the squad at the same time. But really, I just want to get you guys' opinions on this and let me know if you guys would think Adrian Rabiot would be a good signing for Manchester City. Do you think we need a true box to box midfielder? I would like to see it, but let me know what you guys thinking out there in the world, and let me know if you guys think we need these players. So, like I said, it's just gonna be a quick video, but I want to thank you guys for tuning to the channel, and then also, showing me all the love that you guys have been showing me. I really appreciate it, and that's how we gonna grow and be able to promote the channel. So, let me know what you guys' thoughts on the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.